Well, good morning and welcome to My Help, My Mississippi, number one station in the nation, where we're providing you with some helpful, healthy information. Information that you can grab on the run right here on WMPR 90.1. We are so grateful and happy that you decided to be a part of us this morning. You know why? Because your health matters. I've been told this is the best show on radio. And I agree because we're talking about you. It's about your health. Okay. It's not about Charles. I'm Chef Charles, your host this morning. And we are going to have a guest that's coming in a little bit later. But I want to get this party started this morning because we got so many good things to talk about this morning. And you know what they are? They're about you. It's about your health. It's about where you are going from this point on. I don't care where you've been. I don't care where you are, but what you're going to start doing from this point on. How are we going to start taking care of ourselves starting right now, going forward? Okay. Now, the first thing you got to decide, am I worthy to be healthy? Am I worthy to be healthy? Well, let me answer that for you. Heck yeah, you're worthy to be healthy. This is all about you. You know, uh, your health is your wealth. And I want to make this real clear. What goes into your dish is your wish, but how you feel is for real. And you can't fake the feeling. So, what you're putting inside of your body is affecting how you feel. And we just need to change what we're putting inside in order to change how we're feeling. Does that make sense? So if we want to feel good, we got to put the things in our body that's going to help our liver and our lungs and our kidneys and our heart to do what? To work better, to feel better. Come on now. It ain't just going to happen. You just can't have a magic wand and say, I declare to be healthy. No, you got to fight for your health. I got my fighter shirt on this morning. It's pink because I'm getting ready for September the 4th. Let's beat breast cancer. But fighter stand for future in great health today, every day, responsible self. So I want you to make sure that you go to myhelpmymississippi.com. That's my website page. Sign up. Say, I want to be a part of the fighters because I am fighting for my health. Amen. And your health is worth fighting for. And we know, you know what? We're going to continue to fight. You know, we can't give up on us. When you give up on you, you give everybody else the right to give up on you. Okay? These are your lungs. These are your kidneys. This is your heart. This is your blood. Okay? And you are responsible for it. They won't leave you, and you shouldn't forsake them. Right? Just because everybody else around you may be eating a certain way. But we talk about you now. Don't let nobody else influence you. So I have a question for you this morning. We're gonna pose to you this morning, and the question is, who is leading? Well, no, how are you leading you? Right? How are you leading yourself? Okay. And the bottom line is, let's see, so the bottom line is you cannot allow anybody else to lead you. Okay. How are you leading you? You know, most people think the word LEAD stands for let everyone around decide. LEAD, lead. Let everyone around decide. If you do that, somebody else is leading you. How are you leading you? Are you making a decision to what you're going to do? A good example. Are you eating what you want to eat, what's best for you, or you're eating what's being advertised that's convincing you? Here's another one. Are you going to bed when you're supposed to go to bed, or you're going to bed when a show go off, and that's leading you? Okay. See, all around you, other people want to lead you. They want to decide for you. But you gotta make some decisions. Hey, you know, time's up. I'm going to start deciding for myself. My body deserves my full attention. I'm prioritizing my body starting this point on. My body is priority to me. Nobody else is going to determine what I eat, when I eat, and the way I eat. If I'm going to an event, if you're going to an event and they're going to be feeding food, so you're going to an event that's going to be feeding food. Don't mean they got to feed you. They may not have what you want, so don't let them decide for you. Make sure you eat before you leave or eat after you leave, but don't just let anybody put anything that they chose into your body. Guess what I just said? What they chose to put in your body. It don't make no sense. No, you can't decide for me. No, 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 no. No, no. There's some things that I want to put in my life. I put in my body, in my life. And number one, I want to make sure I get enough fruits every day. All right. I've told you this before. I'll tell you every week. I want to make sure that I am eating enough fruit every day in my body. I do. I need it because it's high in vitamin C. It helps the immune system. And I need to be full of energy. So I need my vitamin C. And vitamin C is not stored in the body, so I need to eat fruits every day. Now, the vitamin C can come from vegetables and other things too, but it's more concentrated in your vitamin. I mean, there's as much more when it comes to particular central fruits. So we got to make sure that we know where to go, okay, to get the vitamin C. And I'm not saying you can't take a vitamin, but there's nothing like food, Mark. There's nothing like the real thing. The body know what to do with the real food. And the other one is going to be vegetable. I got to give me some vegetables every day. You've heard me say you got to get these greens into your bloodstream. Help that blood to flow. Come on now. So we got to make sure we get our vegetables, and we're going to be talking about, a particular vegetable later on in the show today. And the other thing that we got to make sure of, we got to make sure that we get some grains. If you want to lose the weight you gain, eat you some grains. I say this all the time with brown rice, particular quinoa, and different things like that. It's a grain, but it's not fattening. That's what a lot of people think, but it's not true. You remember in the Asian countries, what do they have mostly on their plates? Rice. Very little meat, rice and vegetables. And you remember how thin they were all the time until we westernized them, until they decided they wanted to start eating like weed. And then they start getting a disease that we have. But no, we got to do better than that. Okay. So we got to make sure we get these grains. Don't be afraid of that. Okay. Particularly your brown rice, your quinoa, your corn, different things like that. It's going to help you. And the other thing that we got to make sure that we get, and this is the fourth one, and this is your legume, which are your beans and your peas. Okay. Your beans and your peas. Let me just say this about your beans and your peas. Your beans are the kings and queens of protein. I want you to know you don't have to have meat in order to get protein. I know you've been told that all your little life. And I know you're stuck on it and you gotta have so much of meat every day you feel like, but that's what has been told to you. But let me just say this. Good question to think about. What do your body breaks down easier? Think about it. Would it break down meat easier than it does vegetables? Would it break down meat easier than it does fruit? Would it break down meat easier than it does beans and peas, your legume? Would it break down meat more than it will, or better than it will, grains, which is your rice and your legumes and your corn? Make common sense to me to put stuff in the body that's gonna help the body. That the body, common sense, right, Mark? That the body's gonna be able to break down better, and it's gonna make me feel better because the less the body has to work on all that stuff, right? the better the body's gonna feel. Just let me know if that's common sense. I'm not. You don't have to be a genius to figure that out. Okay, you eat meat all day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. It's in your system. Your system is breaking it down. You get no vegetables. And what do you get when you get vegetables? You get fiber, right? What do you get when you get fruits? You get fiber, right? What do you get when you get grains? You get fiber, right? What do you get when you get legumes, your beans and your peas? Fiber, right? Fiber is to the body what Drano is to a stopped up sink. Hello? You need to make sure you're getting your proper fiber. If it doesn't have fiber in it, I don't want it. Okay? If it don't have fiber, it can't have me. If it don't have fiber, it can't have me. Now that's just me, okay? Now, here's some things that doesn't have fiber. Dairy, how much fiber does dairy have? Zero, correcto. You're right. Zero. How much fiber does meat have? Zero. You're right. Smart, smart, smart. How much fiber does egg have? Hmm. Zero. Yes. So none of that stuff is helping your body to release the waste that need to be released. So eat as much of it as you want. I just need you to know the facts. Okay, we're about the facts here. I just need you to know the facts that hey, there's not a lot. You don't get any fiber from those meat, dairy, or eggs, and you need to go seeking fiber. Okay, the average American gets about 5-10 grams of fiber per day. You know what they need per day? 40 grams, 30 grams, 30 to 40 grams per day, depending on what science report that you read. That's a big difference, guys. You see why people are being stuffed up and not feeling well? You can't feel well when stuff is staying in you as long as that is staying in you and don't have fiber to come out of you. Come on, help me here. Help me help you, right? Start placing more fiber. I don't care what else you eat, but let's just focus for a minute, okay? Start placing more fiber in your body than you're placing stuff with zero fiber in your body. Just a little common knowledge there, okay? When you're eating, you make sure that you're placing more fiber in your body than you're placing food with zero fiber in your body. Where do you get your fiber from? Your fruits, your grains, your vegetables, and your legumes, your beans and your peas. Okay, so let's make sure that we're eating those. You want to feel good? All right, let's get on the bandwagon and start making sure that our bodies can feel good by giving our bodies what they need. Okay, you're gonna feel more energized. You're gonna feel more alive. Okay, and then always make sure too that you're getting some live food. Okay, and fruits are live food. Man, stop putting dead food into your live body all the time and wondering why I don't feel alive. Okay, here's a hint: dead food will steal your energy. Okay, live food will revitalize you and you have more energy. Okay, it just makes sense. We can use our head. Now, again, why is this so hard to do when we know it? Because I know most of you know this already, what I'm saying. Why is it so hard then for us to have at least, I mean, at minimum 50-50 live food and dead food. At minimum, it should be more like 70, 30 or 80-20. But even if it's 50-50, Marcus, because most people go 99.9% of dead food every day. A lot of people don't eat any fruit every day. It may be I had some once a week. I had some 2 months ago. All that kind of stuff like that. It's not helping your body do what your body is capable of doing. That makes sense? So we got to go get it, guys. We got to make this happen for us. It's not just going to happen. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure that we can help you make it happen. I want to give a shout out to uh, the mayor and the councilman woman up in Byram this past weekend, where we had a great cooking demonstration. Again, go to my Facebook page. If you go to myhelpmymississippi.com, check out the website. Then you can click on the Facebook page. You can click on the YouTube page. You can click on our Instagram page and see some of the videos that we had up there. It was fantastic. Okay, I want to give a shout out also to Anderson United Methodist Church on this past Sunday. We were doing a cooking demonstration over there. Man, Marcus, those folks was eating that food. Man, they was like, I didn't know plant-based food could taste so good. Listen, I'm telling you guys, I want you to know this, okay? Because when you see me out and you're out there and you're following me, all right, I need you to come taste the food. I love good tasting food. It just has to be good for my body. Do not think for once that I'm gonna put nasty food in my body. It's just not me. I'm just like you. I want good tasting food. And I love me some good tasting food. So I just want to thank the community for providing for their congregations and their cities. And I know Jackson has some things going on, different churches here. But I want to just say thank you for allowing your church members and the people in your community giving out vegetables and different things like that. I want to say thank you for bringing this to the front of the table and letting people know it's important to take care of you. Okay. And this on the 30th of this month, Tabernacle Ministries, one of my favorite ministries here, Tabernacle Ministries at 2025 North Sidewell Road, Jackson, Mississippi. They're going to be having a Southwest Jackson Community Fest. Yes, and yours truly will be a part of that. I'm excited about it. I will definitely be there. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to be there. That's going to be, again, Saturday, August the 30th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So you can come out early that morning. They're going to have a lot of things going on, and you can get started and then go about your day. Thank you for putting health first. They're also going to have that on the 30th. Is it the 31st? 30 years of preaching. Pastor McHenry Bolden Jr. will be celebrated August the 31st at 2 p.m. The guest speaker is going to be the Reverend R.E. Cook. The man has been preaching for 30 years, right? And I'm so thankful to Pastor McHenry Bolden because, you know, he took control of his health. He decided, you know what, guys, I need to do something. And he decided to make some changes because that's what it depends on, right? You got to decide. He decided to make some changes and he did just that. And now he's looking healthier. He's feeling healthier. That is what it's all about. And I'm so grateful for him for doing that. Okay. And the idea of churches getting involved with our community health makes so much sense. So thank you, leaders, for stepping up, being an example for the congregation, because as you lead them spiritually, they need to be led physically. Their health is their wealth, and if they can't be healthy, they can't even come to service, right? They can't even do the things that they've been called to do. So we got to make sure that we provide them with the information that they need in order to be healthy. And we're going to be reaching out to all of you. Mr. Jones has an initiative. He started something that we got to get our leaders involved. We got to get our preachers involved. Okay, if you're a leader, we're going to have this conference where you're going to be deciding, you know what, guys, I got to look out for my people. They're looking up to me, and I got to make some things happen for them. Okay, so we want you to come to the table prepared to see a difference in your congregation life, because this is what this is all about. We're right here on WMPR 90.1, making a difference in the community, Marcus. That's what we're all about. And I just want to say, it's not easy to change how you're eating, but you got to be willing if it change how you're feeling, because your body needs healing from all of the stuff that we've stuffed in it, not even knowing what it was doing to us. Okay, again, high blood pressure, as popular as it is not mandatory. Type 2 diabetes, as popular as it is, seems like everybody wants it. It is not mandatory. High cholesterol, as popular as it is, and everybody seems to want it, it is not mandatory. You don't have to have it. And food matters, and food can make a difference. So we need you to make sure that you understand that you don't have to have these diseases. They're not required. It's not required just because mom and them had them. Am I right? Just because mom and them had them don't mean that we have to have them. Okay? And I need you to know that there's some things that can be done easily and quickly that can make a difference in your life. And normally now on the other side of this hour, we'll do our Who Am I? But I do have a guest coming in on the second half of this hour. So I want to go ahead with that now to let you know of a vegetable that can make a difference in your life for the rest of your life. And we grew up with this particular vegetable. So this section of the show is called Who Am I? Okay, so I'm going to start now and talk to you about a particular vegetable. I'm going to give you what this vegetable will do, and you tell me who I am, okay? And if you want to call in, 601-948-5950, let me know who am I. So who am I? Here's what I do. I support heart health, right? I reduce inflammation, and I lower the risk of heart disease. I am high in potassium, helping to regulate blood. Now get this, I'm a vegetable. I'm easy to cook too. Don't take long to cook me. I boost your immune system. We were talking about fruits giving you vitamin C, but this particular vegetable, I am loaded with vitamin C, which strengthens the immune system, helps the body fight infection, and recover faster from illness. Wow. Who am I? I am an anti-inflammatory properties. I contain powerful antioxidants and which help I reduce chronic inflammation. I reduce chronic inflammation. You gotta eat me, guys. You gotta start doing this. I help detoxify the body. Who am I? I am a master antioxidant that support liver detoxification. I am a cruciferous vegetable compound that helps the body eliminate harmful toxins. I tell you, I am green, okay? All right. And here's another tip, I am round, all right? And I'm a vegetable. I support weight loss. I'm low in calorie, but high in fiber. We need a high fiber diet, but a low fat diet, right? Making you feel fuller longer. I boost metabolism, and fat burning, which prepare with a balance when prepared with a balanced diet. I improve bone health. I contain vitamin K, essential for calcium absorption and bone strength. I also provide, get this, magnesium and calcium for skeletal health. Wow. I protect against certain cancers. We got cancer month coming up. I protect against certain cancer. I contains vitamin K, essential for calcium absorption and bone strength. Also provide magnesium. Okay. Also protect against I promote healthy skin and hair. Vitamin C help produce collagen, which helps skin firm and youthful looking. Antioxidant fight free radical that causes skin to age. I regulate your blood sugar. The fiber in me slows sugar absorption. It slows sugar absorption, helping maintain stable blood sugar level. Oh my goodness. You can get me, and this is a good tip. I can be red or I can be green. Come on now, y'all know who I am now, right? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Jane said Brussels sprout. Jane said potato. No. Come on, come on, guys. I can be round. Nope, not apple. I'm round. I can be red, and I could be green, and I am a vegetable. Who am I? Oh no, not a tomato. That's not a tomato. Not a beet. I cook easy. Okay, I cook easy. I tell you, I'm not collard greens. I'm not turnip green, but I am a what? I just gave it to you. I am a what? I'm gonna have to give this to you because nobody's getting it. Jane said beet. Char. No, that was a good guesses. Come on, one more minute. Oh, got a call. Here you go. Caller, you on the air?
Yes, is it the cabbage?
It is a cabbage. Thank you, caller. You won 2 cars. I'm just kidding. Okay, but you're absolutely right. It is a cabbage. 100% right. Thank you so much for calling in with that. Okay, and thank you for being a listener.
Well, you're more than welcome. This is Mr. Harris, just entertaining our guests and our listeners.
All right, great. Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Listen, cabbage is absolutely great. So now that I've shared with you, I want to share real quick before we take a break here how you can prepare the best cabbage. It is simple, easy, and it's so good. Okay, so here's what you do. I want you to get your red bell pepper, slice it, and chop it up. Not in you want to just slice it real thin, and then you want to get you a green bell pepper, slice it real thin. Get you an onion, slice that baby up thin, and slice your cabbage up, right? And get you some uh, uh, garlic powder, garlic, onions, a little salt, a little pepper. If you got some cumin, throw that in there, and then just put all that in there together. Put your bell peppers in first, your onions in first. Let those baby be cooking, and then you just put that cabbage in there because you got the cabbage sliced real thin, shredded in a sense, and then you just cover that baby, let it cook, and then you add in your garlic and your garlic powder, your onion powder, a little salt, a little pepper, a little cumin. Ooh, wee! I'm getting hungry up in here, Marcus. Man, and again, all the health benefits of cabbage. Did you all know that? Really? You see, and cabbage is classified as a superfood, but again, it's not hard to prepare, but man, it's loaded with benefits, and it talks about preventing cancer. And I'm having my big Let's Beat Breast Cancer September the 4th uh, at 11 o'clock at two Mississippi Museum. Let's beat breast cancer. I want all of you, particularly if you've dealt with breast cancer, if you had someone that has passed away with breast cancer, write this down. September the 4th, 11 o'clock. I'm going to have some food samples out there for you as well. 11 o'clock, okay, at two Mississippi Museums. We're going to be there. Provine Band is going to be there. Murrah Band is going to be there. We're going to be beating the drum. Their drum line is going to be there, beating the drum, celebrating or symbolizing beating breast cancer. Okay, wear your pink and come out there with me. Again, September the 4th at 11 a.m. Okay, beat me there. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have some great speakers. It's just an hour long, and we want to tackle this thing that have caused us so many problems in our family, and to know that cabbage is one of those vegetables. And I'm gonna read this again. The compounds in cabbage has been shown to reduce the risk of cancer like colon cancer, breast cancer, and prostate cancer. Okay, listen, guys, food matters. Food matters. So let's make sure that we can get the proper food in our bodies to make sure that we can do this. Okay, Marcus, let's take a break and give me our theme song, and we'll be right back on the other side of the aisle. Here we go.
Music for the mind, body, and spirit. Great gospel music on WMPR 90.1 FM. 90.1 FM.
Sure, can I get about 2 seconds?
Sure.
What time you guys coming?
So be here now. You can come. No. You're not here. Come over here. I gotta say that.
What you need? Oh, you trying to get me?
In the kitchen. Yeah. No problem. Great help.
Oh, no.
Well, we're back on WMPR 90.1, number one station in the nation that's providing you with some great, helpful, healthy information. I'm just telling you guys, people are saying this is the best show on radio. I'm not mad at it now. Listen, I heard somebody, and this is the truth.
Claim it.
I'm claiming it because somebody from the, and I have these calls, she lives in the UK.
Okay.
And she watched our
In
video.
the UK?
She watched our video, and she said, that guy, Mr. Jones, on there. I liked what he was challenging people.
Oh,
so I got him back today because of you.
from the UK, Marcus. I'm out of here, headed to the airport. That's it.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Jones.
Man, thank you. It's an honor, Chef, to be working with this historical Black-owned radio station. And more importantly, it's good when you get out in the community and people let you know that they're listening to the station, but more importantly, that something they heard, they applied it and it changed their life.
Yes.
All right. And that's really what it's about.
Yes.
Shouts out to Marcus. He came on board a while back. One day he was in a situation, Chef, and it was just, challenging. Let me say it like that. And then the next day you find yourself sitting up at a radio station, and then your life began to move forward. And that's what we want to do. And shouts out to you. I know it's hard work. I know you've been in the trenches for a long time. And now you're in a position where you can get on radio and people from the UK say, look, we see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the power of media. But more importantly, and I appreciate you always letting me drop in, tomorrow morning we're asking our listeners, if you will, please tune in. We always have a powerful show with Bishop Thrasher. Kenneth Thrasher been on with us for a number of years, do a wonderful job. But tomorrow, our state health officer will be on board, and then we're gonna have a team of doctors in studio. I want you to listen, okay?
Definitely.
But the news is not good news, Chef. So Dr. Daniel Edney will be on tomorrow with us, but Dr. Gordon and Gordon, they were on in this time slot, matter of fact, a while back. So they'll be on Friday mornings, this coming Friday morning. And I would encourage all of our listeners to please set your clocks, set your schedule, because it's actually some information that's not going to be pleasant. And I don't want to get into trying to, dissect it and put it out there. So Dr. Daniel Edney will be with us tomorrow morning. Dr. Maxie Gordon and Dr. Greg Gordon will be back in the studio tomorrow morning to share this state information, okay? Look, thank you so much, man. Keep your head up, keep it moving, make it do what it needs to do.
That's
and
it.
All of us need to start not only listening to this information, but applying it. So
Absolutely.
Thank
Listen, thank you, Mr. John. I'm definitely going to be tuning in tomorrow. I want to invite all of you all to tune in tomorrow to see if to make sure that we can gain some of this information. The more information that we have. No, I thought somebody was at the door, Marcus. Nobody's at the door. The more information we have, the better off we will be. Okay. And then it's what we can do with this information. We got to make hard decisions, Marcus. We got to make some hard decisions, bro. I mean, nobody says it's going to be easy to change how you're eating, but come on now. We are worth it. We deserve it. And we are responsible for our lungs and our liver and our kidneys and our heart and our blood system. And we got to take the best care of them. Nobody's going to take care of you like you going to take care of you. Let me say that, okay? I had a boss who told me a long time ago, nobody's going to love you like you love you. So you better start loving on you. And that's the thing that you are supposed to do, because you on this side, there's only one. You only get one shot at it. Am I right? You only get one shot at it, unless they've changed that now. But on this side of the earth, you are only going to get one shot. So you got to make the best of the shot that you're going to get. You got to take the best care of yourself. So I appreciate Mr. Jones for dropping in and letting us know that now the news is not good, but there's something that we can do about it. So I'm going to tune in and make sure we can hear that. I always tune in to WMPR 90.1 because, like I said, it's one of the stations that's providing you the great, helpful, healthy information. Whether it's good or it's bad, we need to know, right? And one of the things that just literally stung me is to find out all the amputees that we're having right here in Mississippi. All of the amputees that we're having, out of every 100,000, there's 129.7 amputees. And the national average out of every 100,000, you know how many it is? 45.5. That is unheard of. That is unheard of. Simply unheard of, because that's almost tripling what we're doing here in Mississippi. Why? Yeah, because it's our eating habits. Mark, we just got to change what we're putting into our body. I want to keep my limbs. I came here with 10 toes. Can I leave here with 10 toes? I came here with 2 legs. Can I leave here with 2 legs? All I'm saying, I want to keep what's mine. And if the blood don't flow, the toes got to go. We got to keep the blood flowing, guys. And how you going to keep that blood flowing? You got to get these greens into your bloodstream. You got to get these beans. You got to get these fruits. Keep that immune system high so it can fight off these diseases for you. Have high fiber and low fat. Come on, say that with me. High fiber, low fat, right? Oh, by the way, now when I was telling you how to saute those greens, and this is basically what you're doing, those cabbage greens, don't put any oil in it or butter, okay? You didn't hear me say that. You want to saute them with some water or vegetable broth, low sodium vegetable broth. Okay, so let me say it again. I don't want you going putting oil in there and then putting your bell peppers and your onions and everything in there. No, a little water. Okay, now your cabbage will make its own water, but just a little water. Don't overflow. Just a little water in there and pour it in as is needed. Don't let it burn, but no oil. Okay, this recipe doesn't call for any oil. No butter. Trust me, it's gonna taste good. It doesn't require any additional fat that need to be added to it. Okay, you don't need any fat. You don't need any fat added to your cabbage. You know what? Those the cabbage greens are so important. They are healthy as all get out, right? But the idea of adding extra fat to it wouldn't make much sense. Okay, and again, we just want to train you on that and teach you about that. I want to give a shout out to the art too, because I was over there Tuesday doing a cooking demonstration. They were working out, and when they finished working out, I was able to help them see the importance of food and let them taste some things. The instructor over there, fabulous instructor, Miss Gail Smith, and the director, Dr. Adrian Sweeney, and the founder, Representative Ronnie Crudup Jr. Allowed me to come by to take care of that, to show them how they can cook. So I want to say thank you for doing that for me, allow me to come in and do that. Okay, so thank you so much. Now, the idea of making some changes is when you learn something, you change something, right? That makes sense? When you learn something, you change something. you can't just learn these things and not make any changes. Am I right, Marcus? You gotta do something with this knowledge that we have, okay? And that's the key in making sure that that's happening. But again, food that's going to be high in fiber, low in fat, that's going to help prevent cancer, that's going to help reverse diabetes, that's going to help lower blood pressure. All of this is what we really need. Come on around, have a sit here. And this is really what it's all about for me, to make sure that you get the information that is needed, because the information that you need, it's the information that kind of been withheld from us for so long. And I tell people all the time, we've been taught wrong for so long, and we need to really start making some changes. Well, I have a guest that dropped in to see me. She's real busy. She's Miss Black Mississippi, USA, in the house with us today. Miss LeCourtney, go ahead and introduce yourself, LeCourtney.
Good morning, everyone. I am LeCourtney Young, Miss Black Mississippi USA 2025. And I am so elated that I could make this morning show. I'm like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy that you invited me to come. So I am excited to get into the conversation and just chat a little bit while I'm here.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you for making some time for us. I know, yeah, it is early, but we want to talk about beauty inside out, beauty beyond skin deep. Now,
Yeah.
first of all, though, how did you decide to be Miss Black Mississippi USA 2025?
God.
Tell us about it.
Truthfully, the Miss Black USA pageant organization has 3 different categories.
Okay.
And they have the Miss Black USA Talented Team.
Okay.
Miss MISS Black USA, which is the original Miss that's been around for over 40 something years.
Okay.
And then we have the Ms., which I am, Ms. Black USA. So the Miss Black Mississippi is the preliminary for the Miss Black USA
Okay.
pageant organization. So I honestly, God led me to this journey. I'm 44, but last year, around January,
Okay.
is when he led me to the Miss Black USA pageant. And actually, I was scrolling on Instagram, came across their last post that said this is the deadline to apply to compete for Miss Black Mississippi, was coming up. And I sat there and looked at it and I was like, okay, God, like, and so I prayed about it. And then I woke up that next morning and I said, I'm going for it. So that was the first time I had ever competed in a state pageant like that before. So I had to study and learn everything that I needed to prepare myself to, go and compete. And I learned that I needed to have a platform. And so I immediately knew that my platform would be around mental health wellness because I had already begun speaking out about mental health wellness through my, social pages and things like that. And then I had to get that locked in. Then I needed a talent. And I'm a woman of many talents. I grew up, dancing and singing, performing my whole life. So picking a talent was not hard. That was the easy part. And then having to learn how to answer questions on the spot, I had to prepare for that. And so I interviewed for the Miss Black Mississippi, and I was able to represent my hometown of Port Gibson, Mississippi. I am a Port Gibson native.
PG.
Yes. And I was accepted. I represented as Miss Black Port Gibson, and I competed last year for Miss Black Mississippi, and I won. Yeah, so I spent all of last September and all the way to August. I just went and competed for Miss Black USA, and I got second runner-up.
Okay.
Which I'm excited because Mississippi has never placed in all of these years, has never placed. So I went and made history.
Awesome.
For it to be my first time ever competing nationally, I'm proud of myself. Yeah. If I was to go back, I know I would. But that was a one and done for me. I only want to go give it a one good try, and I'm very proud of myself. So I'll be giving my crown up in 1 week. Okay. I'll be passing it to the next queen.
Yeah, I know you're headed to Atlanta.
I am. Yeah. Yes, we have the Tri-State pageant in Atlanta, so it's going to be Miss Black Mississippi, Miss Black Tennessee, and Miss Black Georgia pageant all in one. And each of those states will be announced who the winners are, who will be representing for the next year.
That is awesome. Let's talk about your platform because I did a presentation on how food can affect mental health. Food matters. I don't care what it is that you're dealing with, but why was that important to you, that platform?
It was important because of my own personal experiences with mental health. Family member, just going through the process that we had to go through to help a family member that did become diagnosed with different mental health. And I hate to say issues. I'm still looking for the term, but going through that, but then turn around later in my life, experiencing depression, experiencing anxiety. I had never, ever experienced anything like that before in my life. And so when I realized what I was going through, I immediately started doing research and what do I have to do to come up out of this?
Right.
I cannot, I don't like this feeling. I'm used to being vibrant, up, going, giving the world everything I have. But I found myself, what I learned was falling into depression. And so I sought therapy. So I found a therapist and I started there. I started with prayer. Prayer always. So I always say it's prayer and therapy for me. It's Jesus and therapist, And so with my own personal experience, so I knew that what I had gone through and I was silently battling it, I knew that there were other women who were also silently battling mental health, disparities. And so I wanted to be the voice that would reach, even if it was just one woman that felt at her lowest, in her dark season, that she can come out of it.
Yeah.
But you gotta recognize that you're in it so you can start doing the work, because it takes work
Yes.
to heal.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent the last, I know, before I went after the Miss Black Mississippi title, I had spent about 3 years of work. And that's how I knew that that was God leading me that to have an even bigger platform to reach even more women.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing and incredible because on this show, My Help, My Mississippi, we like to dive into mind, body, soul, and medicine, and it all works together. We need to be healthy overall, and our mental state is important, and we have to take care of it. And sometimes that means going to therapy. Yeah, and particularly in our community, we need to be open to this, right? And I love it when you recognize and you say, "What the heck? I got to come up out of here." And you figured it out, and not just figured it out, but now you're making a difference for and that voice for others. Because trust me, there are others who not may not even know how to come out of that. But to hear Miss Black Mississippi USA come out of it, it would give me hope.
Yeah.
You know?
I did. And the thing about it is that once you start to do the work, and then also when you seek therapy, because that's professional help, like
Uh-huh.
they were trained to know how to walk you through
Mm-hmm.
and they help you come through and get out of it. Once you learn different skills and you start, because what I want others to also know is it's a ongoing work to stay up, to stay, you know, mentally healthy. Just like we have to go work out to stay physically healthy and fit,
Mm-hmm.
we have to do the same for mental.
Yes.
So there now I can tell when I'm probably experiencing a low,
Okay.
and now I know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Meditate,
Mm-hmm.
pray,
Mm-hmm.
take a minute,
Mm-hmm.
rest.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us, especially women, especially Black women, we do not rest
Right.
enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I finally learned that, okay, let me lay my body down and just
Mhm.
rest for a minute today.
Mhm.
Today I'm gonna just wipe my schedule clean today because I just need to just take a minute. And I know that some of us can't. Some of
Mhm.
us have to still get up and go at it, even in the midst.
Mm-hmm.
But learning to take time for self, you have to be selfish at least for an hour
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
At least for an hour of the day. Even mothers, be selfish.
Yeah.
Tell the children, and I say this to my sisters all the time. Send those girls to their room and tell them to go lay down for a little bit so you can rest.
And I always say the power of food can affect your mood.
Yes.
And we got to be conscious of how we take care of our body physically with exercise. We got to be conscious of what we put into our body food wise, because we are affecting everything about us
Mhm.
physically, mentally, and spiritually when we start eating different things. And
Yes.
so, good advice.
Yeah.
Go to your room for a minute.
Yeah.
You get some time. Yeah.
Lay down.
Yeah. And you've been spreading this message now, literally all over the world.
I know.
And I've seen you. I've watched you on Instagram, and you're in different places, different parts of the country.
Yes.
And I said, what a blessing.
Yes, I had the opportunity to go to Ghana because I also do real estate. Real estate is my profession. So I do local and international real estate.
Mhm.
So I had the opportunity to go to Ghana, and not only did I go for real estate, but I had the opportunity to model in one of their biggest fashion shows that they host each year. That was amazing to walk in that show.
Mhm.
But then also to be interviewed here and there and to be able to introduce myself as an American Black woman
Mhm.
there in Africa.
Mhm.
That was
Yes.
the best experience and feeling in the entire world. Oh gosh, it was amazing.
You know what I loved about it when I saw pictures though with the children?
Yes, that was it. That was the moment, or that was the best time.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, spending time with those little boys and girls, those young boys and girls, and just how bright-eyed their eyes are. And then because they can speak English, you think they understand your English. And that was the other great thing. I would say something and it's like, I don't understand. And then their teacher would have to explain it. And it was just so marvelous. I enjoyed it. I did.
Well, your platform on how to deal with a mental I don't like what you said. We don't like the word issues, but mental conditions.
Yeah.
So we do have, and all of us now, not just women, but all of us can fall into depression.
Yeah.
And the problem with depression is when you stay there.
When you stay there and you don't do the work to get out of it.
So you have to be able to do the work, and you have to be able to know how to do the work. And so we only have a few minutes left, but to know how to do the work to get out, and you mentioned that, and I want you to share with us why it's important to have professional help.
It is. I did try on my own.
Mhm.
Like when I started recognizing, so I started, of course, through prayer, just asking God, please help me, please guide me. But in that prayer is what led me to understand that, okay, I put people on this earth for different purposes, and I have therapists that I put on this earth. You need to go get one.
Yeah.
So I did. I found a therapist, and the way that they are trained, they are very skilled to ask you questions that will help you to really pull things out of you. Then they give you different, like they call it homework. Here's your homework.
Right. Okay.
So when you come back on, and it pushes you, basically a lot of things live in our head. A lot of things just stay right there. But you can journal. You can speak it out loud. You can, sometimes we talk to our friends, but it's not enough, right? And I realized I was dumping a lot on my friends, and that also made me know I needed therapy because I could not keep dumping all this on my friends. But it's so important. I just want people to hear me, and I also want you to know that therapy is not that expensive. You can use your insurance, but then I'm going to plug the company that helped me, and it is betterhelp.com.
Okay.
And they don't even know that I am pushing for them as hard as I am, because betterhelp.com saved me, because it allowed me to find a therapist, a Black therapist in my area, and not have to spend a lot.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. They deserve to be plugged with that. Well, listen, there's something, we having a Let's Beat Breast Cancer rally that's going to be September 4th, and that's where I first met you.
Yes.
And I learned something about you right away, and I can understand why you would seek leadership and come up out of your condition. Is because you're a take charge kind of person.
You noticed that?
I noticed that day. Yes, you directed. Okay, that's fine, because we needed direction there. And so being able to watch you in action like that, I'm not surprised that you are Miss Black Mississippi USA, and I'm not surprised that mental health would be your platform, and that you would be the person that could come up out of it and be a voice for so many others. Thank you for taking charge and being who you are.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So tell people how they can follow you before we got a second left.
Okay. You can follow me on Facebook, LeCourtney Lynette Young, or Instagram, its.LeCourtney. That's LeCourtney. And I'm going to get my YouTube up and running a little better than it is, but YouTube is also, it's all things LeCourtney. All things LeCourtney. But you can stay connected with me. I will be launching some new things and rebranding, so stay tuned.
And you will be back on the show so we can have more time.
Absolutely.
It's a subject that we really need to dive into.
Yes.
And you've done so well. I told you before, but I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much.
Well, listen, guys, This is My Help My Mississippi. You can reach me at myhelpmymississippi.com. Go to my website and then just click on Facebook, click on the YouTube, click on the Instagram, and follow me there. But also sign up for a newsletter. Put your contact information in so we can start emailing you. I have free cooking classes online. I'll let you know when they're taking place. But the big important thing is September the 4th. Provine Band's going to be there. Merle Band is going to be there. We had a good time last year.
We
didn't we,
did.
girl?
That's why I wish I could be there this year. But I'm gonna be in Georgia. But we had the most
We
awesome
really
time last
did.
year. So you all better make sure you get there this year. You don't want to miss it.
No, you don't. Those beans were pretty good. I sampled.
Yes,
All right, I'm
it
gonna
was
have some
good.
more
I had a
of those out
couple of
there.
them.
A couple of them. A lot of people do. Nobody can eat just one cup
No,
of those beans.
I couldn't. I think I had about 4.
Well, LeCourtney, again, so proud of you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. All right. Here we go, Marcus.
Jackson, Mississippi.
That's our theme song. That's the theme song. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, guys. We'll see you next Thursday. Right here, same time, same channel, WPR 90.1. Best station in the nation that's providing you with this great helpful information. Have an awesome Thursday morning.